Good morning, everybody. My name is Janaea Swander, and welcome back to my channel. And in this sacred space together, what I do is I focus on talking about topics that are related to mental health or also spirituality. It can be both at the same time, or it could be one or the other. Today, I want to focus on healing journeys and trying to fix ourselves. So the other day, I had written up on this whiteboard that I have, is when I get downloads of information, I have learned that it's really helpful for me if I have a space to be able to put down that information as quickly as possible. So I have this whiteboard in my dining room so that I can do that like right away. And otherwise, it's gone. And you may have that issue too. You may experience that if you don't take care of it immediately, it's gone and you don't know if it's coming back or when it's coming back. Well, on my whiteboard, what I wrote down was about, there's got to be an end to this whole trying to find ourselves, heal ourselves journey, right? Like we need to also live. We're here in these physical human bodies for a reason, and we're meant to live while we're in them. We're not meant to just simply be sitting there, yes, of course, doing our meditations. Yes, of course, doing things that help to further our growth and help us to come more fully into the beautiful, knowing that we are these beautiful beings and everything of light here on this earth. We do that and at the same time live, not only do that all day long. We need to incorporate those wonderful things we're working on into our life. And over the past, I'm going to say 4 years or so, I've been in various communities, especially online, where, there's all this talk about, well, I'm going to get to what I want to do once I finish this healing, or I need to heal a little bit more, or I need to do some more shadow work first, or I need to know a little bit more about myself, go deeper, I need to release more emotions. And I was thinking about, I was like, there's got to be a time where we live and we heal at the same time. Otherwise, we're only going to be sitting around trying to, quote unquote, heal ourselves, as if there's something that is fixed, or if that needs to be fixed within us, as if there's something that's broken, so to speak. And if you ever check out my website at youarecomplete.com, what you're going to see, one of the first things I talk about is that you already are whole. You don't need to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not a broken person. You are already a beautiful, wonderful person. It just simply got all this mud and muck piled on top of it until you can't see the beauty that you already are. And so what we're doing when we're healing is trying to uncover all of that so that we can see more of who we actually are and live, from that authentic space and everything within us, be able to share more of our true nature with other people. But I just wanted to basically call attention to and put to rest, actually, kind of, put to just bury this belief that we just need to constantly be fixing ourselves or constantly healing before we can do things that we're passionate about, before we can live our lives, before we can go out into the world and be the people who we already are, before we can share the light that we have with others. If we sit around in our homes all day long, every day, and just focus on, I gotta do more shadow work, oh, there's another emotion coming up. Well, here's the thing. And you can even check this in the psychology research, but you are going to have emotions that fluctuate all day, every day, as long as you're here in this physical form. It doesn't matter how much healing you do. It doesn't matter how much shadow work you do. You're always going to have emotions that come up all the time because we are here to master emotions. We are here to learn how to process emotions. These dense bodies that we have enable us to experience this full spectrum of emotions that we wouldn't get to experience otherwise. So if we think that, we can't do something, or we can't move forward, or we can't have the life that we want or be who we want to be until all these emotions are cleared out, well, then we have a rude awakening coming to us, because all of these emotions are not going to just disappear and be cleared out, because we're going to be feeling them the rest of the time that we're here. So how can we then live and also be doing this other work at the same time? I mean, it's like if you own a house, okay, or if you've ever even just, lived in a house or an apartment or whatever, It's a material object. And so even if it's brand new, it's going to start to deteriorate. It's going to have problems. You're always going to find things within your house to fix. There's always going to be another project around the corner. So if you're saying to yourself, well, I can't really enjoy this house that I'm in, or I can't enjoy, apartment, whatever you're in, camper, it doesn't make any difference what it is. If you're saying to yourself, I can't enjoy this until I have this next project done, well, then right around the corner, there's going to be another project. And then that project's going to get done. And then there's going to be another project. So there's always going to be improvements that will be needed. There will always be new projects. And it's the same thing for us. Like, the deeper and deeper we go within ourselves, we're going to find more and more stuff to come up, So if we use that as an excuse to say, well, I'll get to it, next week after I've purged out more of this stuff from when I was 5 or 7 or 20 or whatever the case was. Well, that's great, you're purging that out. And let's not use these things as excuses to not live our lives. We can live our lives and be doing it at the same time. It's what I call that power of and, right? You can have your healing work going on. You can be allowing yourself to be used as a physical vessel to experience emotions and experience all of that we're meant to experience in a human body, and also be getting out there and having community with our friends and doing the work that we're passionate about. And whether you like to make videos, or you like to write, or you like to paint, or you are a carpenter, whatever it is that you happen to do, we can be doing all of that at the same time that we're delving deeper and deeper within ourselves and learning more about ourselves and uncovering the stuff and getting rid of all that mud and muck that was piled on us, early on to coming into this world. So we can do all of that. And that's the message, is let's just put to rest this belief that I got to be fully healed. I got to be fully fixed. I have to have all of this done before I can go and enjoy being me. Or you can go and enjoy being you. Because again, you're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. There's nothing that needs to be fixed and everything. You, underneath all that conditioning, all those things that you may have been taught, all those beliefs that perhaps are piled upon you, or that you learned about and then you adopted them for yourselves, and you kept going, kept telling yourselves that these things were true, whatever it was, whether you learned that you were unlovable, or maybe you got the belief somewhere that, you're just always making mistakes and you can't ever do anything right. You can deal with all those beliefs and also be living life at the same time. So we can uncover all that. We can let all that go and not be focused on giving ourselves these excuses that life has to wait. So on that note, I'm going to leave you. Please feel free to leave in the comments below maybe some ways that you're going to allow yourself to move forward, even if you feel like you have all this extra healing that has to be done, or these emotions that need to be purged, or perhaps you are willing to share with us ways that you notice that you've used these things as excuses to hold you back from living your best life. So until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful day, week, evening, whatever it is for you, where you are at this time. And I look forward to talking with you more soon. Bye-bye.